So we are back in Kintamani Black Lava with the Hunter Maverick 500cc. It doesn't matter that Hunter is endorsing me with one of his bike. I will give you what I really truly think about that bike. I like, first of all, the chassis, the riding position, the sitting position, which is very low, and in this kind of terrain it is very important that you are very low so you can really have your feet on the ground to catch back the motorcycle when she go haywire, or if you want just to turn back, you know, if you want to make a U-turn in the rock and everything. As it's very low, it's very easy to handle. I like the weight of that motorcycle. She weighed only 178 kilo dry, so that means that with 21 liter of the fuel tank, 2.7 liter of oil and 1.3 liter of coolant, she is around 192 196 kilo, which will make exactly the same weight as the Honda CB500X. I really like the suspension, the front suspension Kayaba and the rear suspension Kayaba as well are doing a great job. It filters very well the terrain, everything off-road, on the road. It's not too smooth on the road. It doesn't plunge too much, so it's very good. I really love the double disc front. The feeling you have on the braking system is very bitey, and I really like that. I like the ABS, the fact that you can disconnect the ABS and you can select either to disconnect it completely or to connect only the front, or to connect all, or to disconnect all. That made a true off-road motorcycle, because you can do whatever you want with the ABS system. I really like the fact that you have the crash bar already, the skid plate, even if I would complain that the filter in here is quite exposed, and that will be one of my dislike. It has to be protected for the projection of the stone, especially in here. You see those rocks? If one of the rocks go over there, that's the end of the adventure. So I have to be very careful about that. This is one of the parts that it has my attention now. You know, like small finishing, like the brake line, like that. Why you go out? Little plastic. It's not a big deal. It's aviation standard brake line, but well, you know, little details. I like the LED light. It's all LED. She's really great at night. She really gives a very good secure beam, very well distributed. I like the protection of the radiator. That's also very off-roadish. I like the foot peg of that bike. That's very serious. You can even take off the rubber for the foot peg. I like also this kind of little attention, you know, like if I fall. I like the fact that you have a lateral stand that has a big feet already, that doesn't sink too much in the sand and in the dirt, and especially that you have a central stand. I like the fact that you have two modes, sport and safe. So yesterday I tried it, and I saw that the safe is like a rain mode, or actually if you are in duo, if you have a pillion, it will be more comfortable to use the safe mode, then she will not be too brutal on the acceleration. Because I found that yes, the Bosch calculator, the ECU, is a bit on the throttle, is a bit, how can I say, brutal. So then when you switch to safe mode, then it's less brutal for the acceleration. So I even find that off-road. I found that off-road, sometimes I like to switch in safe, because when it's loose like that, and as I don't have really the appropriate tire to play in this kind of terrain, you see it's not really off-road. It's like 80% on the road and only 20% off-road. So I don't have so much grip, so in that case it's better to switch to safe mode. Then you have a better feeling on the on the throttle. I like the handlebar, it's really wide, really nice. I love the dashboard, it's complete. I love the fact that you have USB plug and a 12 volt socket in here. That's really great. I like the fact that there's not too much electronic, because you only have the ABS and the two mode. That's it. It's very complete dashboard. I really like the fact that even for the the gas tank, this is attached. The hatch is attached. I was complaining about that about the Benelli. I like the fact that you can set your lever, but you cannot set your clutch. I don't like the vibration that I get in this plastic. Except like now I know how to do it. I know how to squeeze it a little bit with my leg, or and then it doesn't vibrate too much. But this plastic is really vibrating, so sometimes it's a bit annoying. You have the gas gauge, you have the gear indicator, and here you have the range. So when you fill the tank, it tells you like you can make 450 kilometers, which is true. I mean, the average consumption before it was like 4 liters per 100 kilometers, but right now you can see that my average consumption since my last tank, my last full tank, is 4.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And the problem that we have with that indicator, you will have 2 bar, so you have 4 bar, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bar if it's full. And when you will have only 2 bar, it tells you that you can do only 90 kilometers. And after that you have 1 bar and it tells you that you cannot make any more kilometers. Where my Versys actually, until the last drop of tank, she will tell you how many kilometers approximately you can do, like 50, 40. But this one, as soon as you arrive at 100, below 100 kilometers, 90 kilometers, then after that you have 2 bar, but it say you don't have gas anymore. I guess that's it. That's all I dislike. But overall, will I recommend it? Yes, definitely I would recommend it. If you compare it with the Honda CB500X in Indonesia or the Benelli TRK 502X, I mean, right now, if I had to make a choice and to buy a motorcycle, the Benelli TRK 502X, I will eliminate it directly. I will not buy it because she's way too heavy, and with what I'm doing like that, if I want to play like that in the weekend or follow my friend that have CRF with the Benelli TRK 502X, it will be too heavy to follow them. 235 kilo for 47 horsepower, forget it. My choice will be, honestly, right now, between a Honda CB500X and the Maverick 500. It will be really between the two. The problem with the Honda is that she's very expensive. She's 190 million. I heard that they are doing some discount, and they say that they are like at 167 right now. But then you will have to put the skid plate, you will have to put the crash bar, you will have to put the charger, you will have to put the protect of the hand, you will have to put the bracket for the box, you will have to buy the box, you will have to put a central stand. I mean, come on, Honda. At the end of the day, the bike will be 200 million or 210 million, so it's too expensive. This one is 119,800,000. We don't know how much is going to be on the road. We have an estimation for Bali at 135 million on the road. Let's see how it goes. If you ask me today what I would choose between the Benelli TRK 502, no, I would put it away. Too expensive in Indonesia and way too heavy for what I do. Honda CB500X, yes, but as I told you, too many equipment to add. This one, yes, she's already full equipped. She's even better on this terrain than the BMW G310 GS. And she doesn't stall. I mean, I remember the G310 GS in here, she stalled. The Benelli TRK 502X stalled. The only bike that didn't stall were my Versys X Tourer 250 and this one, and the BMW F850 GS that is actually using also a Longines engine. So you say, you know what I told you, like if you want to maneuver in the rock, you see my feet perfectly touch the ground. I'm 180 centimeter, 83 kilo, so it's really easy and comfortable to maneuver. I remember when I brought the TRK 502X in here, every time I was maneuvering it, I was crashing my balls on the seat, and this one is way easier. And what I like, you see, you are in second and she doesn't stall. I mean, I don't even touch the clutch. She doesn't stall. When you're off-road, this is really important, guys. The fact that the bike will not stall on you and the weight will not come directly on one of the side.
Another key feature of this motorcycle is the standing position. Thanks to the wide foot peg, you can ride that bike all day long standing up, and a great feature for off-road adventure riding.
So I put safe mode and disconnect the rear ABS. So I have a more smooth reaction on the throttle.
You can see the way the engine behave in this kind of terrain. This is a mix of hard surface and really volcanic deep sand, and you can see that the engine, even if it's making some noise like like that, but it's still in second gear, and I don't even touch the clutch. And as you can see, going up this way, the engine just don't stall and the bike keeps going, and that's what I like really about this motorcycle when I play off-road. Normally the right thing to do on this sand, volcanic sand terrain will be to stop and deflate the tire, but I wanted to see if she could do it without deflating the tire and if she could keep going up, and it's exactly what she did. She just kept going up.
Impressively easy. Wow, I didn't even have to deflate my tire. Perfect. Only on the torque. Brr, 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 brr. So easy. Woo.
As you can see here, it's quite sportive to have a almost 200 kilo bike that's going down like that on the rocks and on the single track, just like this. She's still okay to go in this kind of terrain.
It's more sportive than to bring a 250, more weight, but still easy. I will not do that with the TRK 502 for sure.
Finally back on the road, on the asphalt. You can hear and you can see how the bike is really playing on the torque. A real pleasure on the asphalt. I actually find quite the same behavior like the Versys X Tour, which is a great touring bike and with really good capability off-road. I really enjoy this Maverick 500cc.
So that's it, guys, for the honest review of the Hunter Maverick 500. I hope you enjoyed that video. Like usual, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe if you want to, do whatever you want. You are free after all. And see you soon for other adventure. Bye-bye. What we are going to do We are going to take off all the boxes. You release that hatch, you pull. So that's one. Yeah, the only thing that you have to be careful, when you turn off the contact, like let's say you turn off the ABS, then you turn off the contact, you put it back, then the ABS is back on. So you have again to select it, select the ABS and turn it on. I turn off the rear.